Welcome, acolytes. Today, Mujin actually made something interesting for me, at least. How Japanese #1 streamer got caught being unfaithful. So, let's just see how this drama actually went in and how Japanese actually deal with it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. But hey, let's just look it up.
On September 15th, 2024, Junichi Kato, otherwise known as Unko-chan, published a very simple tweet in Japanese that translates to, "I had an affair."
And by the way, if you want to know what I think about people who actually cheat on their partner, fuck you. Simply fuck you for that. No, just why? What's the point? If you don't like your partner, just leave them. Just stop everything you're doing. Just do not cheat up. Just leave them. Why is this so hard? I mean, people like cheating on other people because they think that's some kind of power play.
It is currently sitting at almost 30 million views and 145,000 likes. This is a scandal that took Japan by storm, to the point where even some Western tabloids were also making articles about it. This right here is a ranking of streamer stats on all platforms: Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. You might have not known this, but Unko-chan is actually right here on rank 4.
Damn.
He is the 4th streamer globally with the most amount of hours watched. This doesn't just make him the most watched Japanese streamer, but it also makes him a big contender globally. He is massive. So what the hell happened? Why did he cheat? How was an adult actress involved in all this? And why the hell did he get rewarded for committing adultery?
No fucking way.
As you can imagine, there's a lot to go over. So let's talk about this mess.
How fucking twisted are you if you actually reward this?
Junichi Kaito is massive in Japan. He started his online presence in 2009 when he uploaded a Let's Play, and ever since then he has grown to be a powerhouse. His YouTube channel has over 1 million subscribers, and his Twitch channel has over 1 million followers. Also able to get over 10,000 concurrent viewers on a regular stream, which is extremely impressive on Twitch.
It is.
The appeal of Unko-chan doesn't just lie in himself, it also lies in his community. His community has been the source of many Japanese online memes. This is somewhat similar to someone like Forsen. You don't really watch Forsen for him, you watch him for his chat and the memes that they create. Similar to something like Forsen's.
So wait, what the fuck? The chat actually generates money for him? What? I want the same thing. What the fuck?
TD in relation to Dr. Disrespect's cheating. That's usually the main appeal. The point of me saying all this is to make you understand that Junichi Kato is not just big in numbers, but he's also big in terms of his influence on Japanese online culture. But one thing you should know about him is that he is a big baseball fan. Here's a fun fact for you actually, according to Statista. The percentage of baseball fans in Japan is actually higher than the percentage of fans of baseball in the United States.
Damn.
Now, one famous Japanese player who actually plays in the MLB is Shohei Ohtani. He had made his MLB debut with the Los Angeles Angels, and in December of 2023 was actually signed with the Los Angeles.
That's actually quite impressive. I didn't think that there is a chance in hell that anybody else than actually America likes this sport. Fuck.
Angeles Dodgers. The Japanese love to support their own players abroad, especially when it comes to baseball, and they don't hide their enthusiasm. Unko-chan was one of those fans. He had flown out to Los Angeles just to support Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. And his fans, of course, were on board. He posted many pictures from the game showing Shohei Ohtani, showing himself sitting there watching the pitches. But he had posted this picture right here with the caption, "The cheerful Dodgers fan in the seat behind me took a photo of me and Ohtani together. Thank you, God." But here's the thing. Remember how I said that it was totally normal for Japanese people to fly out and support their own Japanese players playing in the MLB? Yeah, well, those same Japanese people noticed something very interesting. Unko Chan was in the front row just like he had posted, but he was sitting next to a woman who was not his wife, and they had clearly arrived there together. Now you might be wondering, why is that so significant? Well, the thing is, all of Unko Chan's fans know it.
Why is that significant? If somebody actually asks that, by the way, it could be it's a sister, it could be it's like somehow, I don't fucking know, well, basically there isn't really any explanations with it, except it's his mother, aunt, grandmother, his sister. No, this is fucked up. What the fuck?
Exactly how his wife looks like, because she was a part of his biggest stream of all time, his marriage. Back in March 2022, Unko Chan had live streamed his entire wedding. This is already something fairly rare to find with Western streamers, but it's even crazier to do in Japan. Weddings are often seen as sacred, as very private, and there he was streaming it for the entire world on multiple platforms. But what's even crazier is that live stream—
I mean, it definitively did make, I don't know if it did make money, but I think it made money.
That lasted a few hours had generated over $1.8 million in chat donations. Yes, you heard that right. 7 figures. He beat the record at the time for the most donations ever on YouTube.
Shit.
So it's only natural that people knew that he was married and how his wife looked like. People knew very well that the woman sitting next to him was not his wife, but that didn't mean that they didn't know who she was. It was none other than Ai Hongo, one of the most popular adult actresses in Japan.
So this is where the adult actress thing comes in. And as I said, if you cheat on your partner, you're disgusting. You're just a disgusting human being. Just get the fuck out. Honestly, no.
She ranked 3rd in all adult video sales back in 2021. Something absolutely massive for a country that has so many adult actresses. But that's not all. She also has a massive social media presence with almost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 100,000 followers on Twitch, 793,000 followers on Instagram, and 1.4 million followers on Twitter.
Oh, what the fuck? Damn.
This made people start to ask a lot of questions. Why is a married man hanging out with an adult actress half his age in a...
Oh, come on. Come on. We all know the answer. I'm not even gonna...
foreign country watching a baseball game. When Unko Chan came back to Japan and streamed for the first time since he had went to the Dodgers game, he had admitted on the 13th of September that yes, he had watched a game with Ai Hongo. But then he specifically made sure to deny the affair, saying that we didn't really have any relations, any sex. He was hoping to brush it off, and it was working until Ai Hongo on the 15th in the early morning Japanese time released this video on her YouTube channel titled About This Incident, currently sitting at 1.3 million.
Incident? Of course! It was one time! Not that you actually planned, made a date, planned this everything around, you took your time. No. That's irrelevant. This is one small incident, one small smidget of something happening by pure chance.
Views. So the video is in Japanese. It doesn't really have any closed captions, but I do.
And by the way, both of them are disgusting. Him for cheating on his wife, and her for actually knowing that this guy is married and still wanting to fuck him.
You have a translated transcript. I'm gonna read it for you while I let the video play in the background. This is Hongo Ai. I apologize sincerely to anyone who is affected by these recent events. I don't know if anyone is going to believe what I have to say here, but I want to give my version of what happened ever since this happened. I was torn on whether I should speak out or quietly disappear. After talking to the people around me, I've decided that it would be better not to run away, as it would only worsen the situation. I will now discuss what happened.
By the way, she cannot just run away. She's way too popular for that. So this was the only option, realistically.
May take some time, but to avoid any misunderstandings, I will read a statement that I wrote in advance. The first time I met Kato was at the end of 2022. I knew he was married and I was hesitant to meet him, but he invited me to go drinking with a group of people. Since there would be other people—
Oh, you poor little girl. Oh, you poor little girl. It was his fault, isn't it?
—people present, I decided to go—
It was his fault, but it wasn't fully his fault. They are both pieces of shit.
—meet him. After that, we met in groups multiple times, and he told me that he had already divorced his wife but had not gone public with that information yet. He said that he was single and invited me to go out with him alone. I didn't believe him at first, but after asking several more times, he insisted that he had already gotten a divorce. After several more meetings, we began dating. At first, I was concerned that dating him would lead to rumors of him committing adultery, but eventually we began dating anyway. He told me that he could not yet announce our relationship because he had not gone public with his divorce, but promised me that he would do so soon. He never ended up announcing it though. However, his house didn't have any of his wife's things, and whenever I contacted him, there was no sign that his wife was around. I believed that he had truly gotten divorced and believed that he would eventually find the time to announce our relationship.
No.
However, time after time, he would make an excuse for not announcing our relationship, such as a big event. It kept getting extended. Due to this, we broke up several times, but then we would meet and restart our relationship. I began to suffer mentally from our relationship and had nobody else to call on for support. I became dependent on him.
No, I don't believe her award. This is actually quite... It's interesting how she defends herself. Because in the end of the day, even she admitted that he didn't make it public that he got divorced. But still goes out with her publicly, logically thinking, this cannot be. It's just... I mean, let's just be honest, porn stars aren't exactly known for their high intelligence, but come on. Come on, you're both scumbags.
Again, we repeatedly broke up and got back together. I wanted to date him again on the condition of him going public with his divorce and our relationship. He promised me again and did the same thing and didn't go public with it due to it not being the right time with his work. At that time, I felt that it would be
repeating the same mistake again and again and again and again and again. At some point, let's just say she didn't do it on purpose. At some point, repeating the same fucking mistake over and over and over and over again, it's still your fault. And I still don't believe that she actually tells the truth here.
Possible to date him and stopped seeing him. I dated another person I met through a friend at that time. I was still, however, dependent on Kato and depressed, so when he contacted me, I met him despite still being in a relationship with that new person. 2 weeks ago, when suffering from depression, I began to suffer greatly and even
See, and she even admitted she cheated on the other person. Yeah, cheaters will cheat.
Wanted to engage in self-harm at times. I knew it was wrong, but when I felt that way, I relied on Kato again. I consulted with other people and came to the conclusion that...
By the way, now I'm thinking about it, how is she exactly reliant on him? She makes a shit ton of money. She had a different partner, so it's definitively not financial and not morally. Like a binding thing, like love thing. Why the fuck were you exactly bound to him? It doesn't make sense.
That staying inside and suffering alone would only make things worse, and so I decided to try and go out. I accepted an invitation from Kato and saw him again. I apologized to the man I was dating. So for the most part, this is what she had to say. She wanted to apologize to her audience, but also more importantly, to the man that she was dating while she cheated with Unko-chan. It was a very weird relationship where she was very dependent on him and he knew that. It lasted for several years, and this was her admitting it for the first time to the public. On the same day that iHongo came out with her statement, Unko-chan went live on his Twitch channel and peaked at 295,000 viewers, breaking every single Japanese record on Twitch, to finally admit that yes, it had happened and that he was sorry. But here's the thing. Usually you would expect that if something like this came out in Japan, someone's life would be over, their career ruined. But to everyone's surprise, including Unko-chan, the complete opposite had happened. Watch. This is a clip from that stream. Look at all the gifted subs he was getting. Look at this. The more he would talk, the more people would support him. He was shocked. He was sitting here saying, wait, I think you guys don't really understand what's going on. Let me explain again. I'm a bad person. I'm trash. I am a trash person. But still, people would keep donating and throwing money at him. He also admitted that he had done this to multiple women, not just Ihongo, which made things way worse. When asked, why did you...
What the fuck? So this trash, this literal trash, does this, admits that he did it to multiple women. I mean, he is a freaking scumbag cheater. He will cheat, no matter what. I don't know how the fuck anyone that actually sees this still trusts him. I mean, if he's entertaining, probably a lot of people don't give a shit. Okay, I understand that. I don't agree with it, but I understand that. But even rewarding him, what's the fuck wrong? He is literal scum for cheating on his partner. This is sick.
Cheat, he answered, because I wanted to. And when asked, why did you get married? He answered, because I wanted to. At one point, he looked relieved and said, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. In response to the question, would you have continued if you hadn't been found out? He admitted, I probably would have continued.
No, it's not probably he would have.
On the other hand, in response to the question, shouldn't he have admitted it from the beginning? He responded in what could be interpreted as a defensive response, saying, it would have been troublesome if I admitted it from the beginning. Of course, I would have lied. When asked why he ended up in an affair, he took responsibility for it, saying, it's my fault. I was the one who made the move, and posted a message on his streaming screen saying, I deceived the woman and had an affair.
How? Okay.
Regarding his future, he said, I'm going to keep doing what I love. He had made thousands of dollars that...
He's basically saying, yeah, I'm still gonna cheat on people. How is this scum... I mean, it's interesting to see a villain just pop out. It's entertaining, but... Oh my god.
That stream, and continued to make even more. The stream happened at around a month ago, and since then, he has more than doubled his entire sub count. He's sitting at 23,603 subs. He's a partnered streamer and most likely has 70% revenue share. That means he's making around $82,610 just for this last month. This was such a crazy story that it prompted Western journalists to pick it up and talk about it. How the hell did this guy just commit adultery in one of the worst ways possible, lying and manipulating multiple women, and ended up only getting rewarded for it, even himself being shocked? It wasn't making any sense, but it was happening right before our very eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't. And if anyone wants to tell me that Japanese culture isn't toxic, yeah, sorry, here, please. See, this scum got rewarded.
Eyes. After the stream, he also tweeted out that he will not commit adultery again, so please
no, that's a lie.
Don't bring this up in online news, and I will not make any further comments about the victim. I am sorry, and I regret it. Hoping to end it here, to stop his fans from talking about it, and to stop them from harassing Ihongo or anyone else involved, including his wife, that he hasn't divorced yet, that he's in the process of divorcing. A few days later, Ihongo tweeted out this statement saying that she apologizes. She offers her deepest apologies to all of her fans who always supported her and to all those involved for the inconvenience caused. After discussing with the agency, it has been decided that I will be taking a break from activities for a while. I deeply regret and would like to apologize once again for the great inconvenience and concern I have caused to those involved in this incident. I am truly sorry. And ever since then, she has not been online in any capacity, whether it be on social media or her work. Actually, I can only confirm that she hasn't been on social media. I'm not sure if she's done any adult videos recently. I haven't really checked.
Maybe I should research that one. Interesting.
So don't really take my word for it, but I'm just assuming here. Unko-chan has continued doing what he loves, which is making content and even collabing with other big Japanese YouTubers in videos titled "I was seriously furious when Karo Junichi came to my house the day after his huge affair," making lighthearted fun of the situation, not taking it seriously, and of course, being rewarded for it. A very interesting and continuing trend with this whole scandal. Honestly, as far as Japanese scandals go, this one is definitely very unique. This guy isn't just a huge streamer, he's regarded as a minor celebrity in Japan. The live stream of his marriage peaked at 420,000 viewers. It had many celebrities attending. He shows up on Japanese TV, he shows up at big events. And usually when someone of this caliber commits like the smallest inconvenience, they have to profusely apologize, hoping to keep their career. But we had the complete opposite here. He was being rewarded for being a terrible person. Yes. Imagine coming out and saying, hey, yeah, I cheated on my wife, I manipulated multiple women, I treated them terribly, I made them rely on me, and I caused them significant mental damage, and then looking at your screen and seeing people throwing money at you in droves. It doesn't make sense at all, but that's exactly what had happened. He's now doing great in terms of view count, great in terms of sub count, but when it comes to his wife that he's divorcing, when it comes to Ai Hongo and her relationship that was ruined because she cheated on her boyfriend with Unko-chan, when it comes to everyone else that was involved in this, I can't really say that they're as happy as him right now. Some real lives were ruined here, and I can only hope that they can all find peace.
Yeah, and this is the exact... I always knew that the world is unfair, but this is just disgusting.
Thank you so much for watching this.
Acolytes, oh my freaking god. Think what you will think about this. This disgusted me to a level that I just... good night.